And that's it, man. Look, you get literally the perfect deck mud.
Hey guys, Frank Martinez here with How to Tile Like a Pro, and today I'm here with the big dog, Mr. Ronnie Tompkins. That was lame, we missed it. Ronnie Tompkins, you might have seen him on our Talk and Tile podcast. Ronnie's been in the trade
41 years.
41 years, and today we are floating 3 shower pans. So Ron is gonna show us.
Old school, 200 pounds of deck mud. It's a lot easier than buckets or any of that. But
So he's schooling me because I usually just make my mud in a bucket with a drill, wear out my drills and my buckets. So Ron is showing us the method. He's actually floated 1 pan. He's floating 2 more today. So he is making lots of mud. And we have Ebon over here helping out. Esteban, he's an up and coming tile boss. So be on the lookout for that dude. All right, Ron, so go ahead and feel free to explain anything you want, or I'll ask questions, but you got 4 buckets in the mud box, chopped in half.
200 pounds of mortar.
200 pounds.
And then
is that as much as you go? Can you do more?
Yeah, you could do 5 or 6, but 4 is a good, don't kill yourself type number. 200 pounds at once. So you kind of semi-level it a little bit, like that. And here's where the experience will pay off. Knowing how to do this and how much.
Oh, so you're shooting it in. Zigzag some lines. Yeah, that's different. I'm used to like light spraying, but I like this. I'm gonna let you teach. Ron is a great tile teacher.
This ain't no debate.
I mean, he's the best. Just ask him.
Now you want to make sure your hose hasn't been sitting out in the yard and you're blowing hot water into this.
So cold. So what was that, like a pattern you did, huh?
Oh, just basically impregnating as much as possible.
By the way, guys, Ron is 62 years old. So don't be giving me no crap that tiles for young guys.
Okay, second. My homie's going to do the second pass.
All right, so that was 1 pass. Now comes the spray.
Just a little.
He's just pulling it back.
Yeah, not small little chops.
Big pools.
Big, just disrupt it.
Big pools, not small chops. Pulling big stuff. All the while you're spraying it. Just light coating.
Because frankly, I could have done some more spray impregnating on my little grid pattern. Okay.
All right.
So that's just 2 passes.
Now you're doing more of a chop?
Well, an explosion.
Explosion. Look at the mud getting exploded.
Give me that hoe or the
Nozzle.
nozzle.
Okay.
Now,
So what are you looking for when you put more water? Are you just looking for dry spots? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. If you're peeling it and you're seeing powder,
Then you spray it.
yeah, but easily overdone. So that's 3 passes. When he pulls through this, it's done.
That's it. That took
Exploded.
about the amount of time it takes me to make maybe a bucket. 1 bucket in a drill. I gave up using chop boxes when I started mixing. This is a chop box, if you didn't know, by the way. I just mix everything in a bucket, small amounts. But I mean, yeah, this definitely seems.
And quite frankly, that's it. It's done. Take your hoe, get the surplus off of it, and that's it, man. Look, you got literally the perfect deck mud.
Let's see, let's grab this guy.
Because
Holding shape,
all mortars,
great.
Frank would probably say it's a little wet, but in about 10 minutes, it's going to slake and dry itself out.
Slightly wetter, but I mean, I kind of like it like this anyway because it seems to compact better. I think when you compact it, obviously the wetter it is, it holds together. But
it's perf, bro.
Yeah, it's great. Took literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes to make 4 bags, and how long it take us to make it in a bucket? Struggling. What's harder? Because you make it in a bucket for me before.
Bucket's probably a little harder.
Because you got to push the pressure down on the bucket.
Being timed too.
Yeah.
Waiting for that one bucket when you can fill up 3 at a time.
It doesn't command the helpers as much time. It frees the helper up. That's an easy way to make duck mud, bro.
Big Ron over here teaching people how to chop mud. Now what's cool is I know there's a lot of other methods trying to get rid of floating, but regardless of whatever you use on the walls, most times you need to mud float your pans anyway. So that's why this is valuable to learn how to float it easy, fast, easy. You need a nozzle though, right? You can't do it without.
No, you can actually do it without. So a lot of people will pinch the hose and do a lot of old holes. Remember, see people doing holes in their deck? Same principle, but I just use a squirter hose.
Can you just sponge?
You don't want to run water on top of it.
Like if
you see how...
What if, for example, you don't have access to a nozzle?
Just grab the hose.
No hose.
Oh, no hose either?
No hose, yeah.
Then you got to kind of old school it. Those moves with the hose squirting, impregnating all the way to the bottom, that's actually a time saver, big time.
Nice. All right, there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let Ron know if you have any questions. What method do you like to use for mud floating your pans? Do you like mixing it in a bucket like I used to? Are you going to be chopping mud in the box? Or what other method do you use? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time on How to Tie Like a Pro.